Wanted to say it's go time. Let me tell you about our phenomenal presenter, Mr. Antoine McVeigh. He has lived with his beautiful wife in Vietnam for the last 7 years and just recently relocated back to the United States 6 months ago, settling in Dallas, Texas, which also happens to be our At Cost Metals headquarters city. Antoine has previously been a president of a crypto company. He's a chairman or was a chairman of a crypto trading project. And more importantly, he has been working with the At Cost Metals co-founder, Justin Davis, for the last 4.5 years. So he will share with you more himself on why he emphatically said yes and believes in At Cost Metals. Antoine is a seasoned veteran in the industry, building huge teams, and is a hands-on leader. He is a gregarious speaker that the others emulate. So if this is your first time tuning in, you are going to be in for a very special treat. Get ready to get fired up. So without further ado, please let me introduce you to the dynamic, the charismatic, the legendary Antoine McVeigh. Are you there, Antoine?
I am. Thank you very much, Don. I appreciate you, appreciate your leadership and everything that you bring to the At Cost Metals family. I know we are maybe about 2 minutes away from being at the top of the hour. So what I'll do is just kind of take those 2 minutes and share with you a little bit about me as we get into this presentation. So I got to tell you, uh, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm over the moon excited. I've been working all throughout the night. My wife and we're excited to be at this point where we are ready and have officially opened the doors of At Cost Metals. You're going to hear from our CEO tonight as well. So I'm going to do a little short presentation and then you'll hear from our CEO as well as some testimonies. But I've been in this space of direct sales for more than 28 years. I've been the president of a company before out of Korea, as Don stated to you. And I've kind of retired from this space, so to speak, lived in Asia for the past 7 years and just relocated back to Dallas just here for a moment. We still have our home in Vietnam. We're going to always live in Asia. But we're excited about this. We are ones that have lived on cryptocurrency 100% for the past almost 7 years now. 100%. And, I had a mentor that taught me about blockchain technology and Bitcoin. This was back when Bitcoin was $350. I went all in. Ethereum was less than $100. And obviously, it's been an incredible journey, incredible ride. Through that experience, I start to learn now about gold, silver, and precious metal. This, to me, is what I call the low-hanging fruit. You don't have to explain blockchain technology. You don't have to really explain gold and silver. Pretty much everyone knows gold and silver. So we have a journey right now to, for the most part, share with people why they need to buy gold and silver. Some know, a lot don't know. And we can see the numbers going. We've got over 300 people on this Zoom right now. A lot of people don't know. They don't know that they need to buy gold and silver. Well, the numbers are the numbers. And to me, everyone just needs to understand the numbers. And let me just kind of share with you what I mean by the numbers, because the only reason someone would not do this is they don't understand the numbers. Their math is off. That's the only reason. So I'm gonna give you an example. Living in Asia and Vietnam, obviously, there were some things that I was craving here in North America that I did not have in Vietnam, and that was Bluebell ice cream. Bluebell ice cream, the best ice cream in the country. Now, I'm from Texas, okay? And I was used to buying that Bluebell ice cream, a gallon for $4.99. 1 gallon, $4.99. I get to Dallas, that Bluebell ice cream in Walmart, the same store, is $8.99. 5 years later, it's $8.99. So if I had a $5 bill and I just kept it in my wallet in Vietnam, and then I also took another $5 bill and I decided to buy gold and silver with that $5. 5 years later, I come to Dallas. I want to buy Bluebell ice cream. That $5 bill cannot buy me that Bluebell ice cream because it's not enough. I could sell my $5 worth of gold and silver and have enough to buy the Bluebell ice cream and still have some change left over. Those are the numbers. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go through this quick overview with you on at cost metals and kind of share with you why this makes sense. And you're going to hear from a few people and you're going to hear from our CEO. So let me just get right to it, share my screen. In my opinion, a lot of people, their life is like a merry-go-round. Their week this week is going to be just like last week. They keep getting off where they got off. It's just a circle, doing the same things over and over and over again. Most people don't even understand or realize what's going on in the economy because they're so used to the norm. Their head is in the sand. There's a very, very powerful documentary out there that everyone needs to see. It's called End of the Road: How Money Became Worthless. It's on YouTube. It's a must-see documentary. It will help you to get your head out of the sand so that you can understand what's going on around you and you can make smarter decisions on what to do. I'm going to share with you a 2-minute clip from this documentary. 2-minute clip from a 55-minute documentary that you need to see to help you kind of understand what's going on.
A few years ago changed the way they account for gold, and they're accounting for some of their receivables and their inventory as one line item. So they're accounting for what they actually have and what people owe them as the same thing. And that is basically illegal accounting. It's fraudulent.
But why work so hard to keep the price of gold and silver low? Why do healthy gold and silver prices threaten to collapse the Ponzi scheme?
There's this competitive relationship between gold and national currencies because gold is the only competitor to a national currency. You know, gold is money, and these national currencies are money substitutes that circulate in place of gold.
Fiat money gives the power to government. Real money keeps the power with the people. Because when you have real money, government is limited. It can only spend what it taxes. And the public will resist taxation. But if the government can simply print and borrow, there's a lot less resistance. And so it's a lot easier for the government to grow when it can promise something for nothing. And so that's what they do. And so gold is what protects the people from the reckless policies of government. Gold is government chaperone. The government wants to be able to do whatever it wants. Gold stands in its way. So yes, gold is an enemy of big government, but it's a friend of freedom. It's a protector of individuals from government.
Gold's a competitor to the dollar. When it's going way up, it's a threat for inflation. It's a barometer of the well-being of the United States. Look at gold screaming now and the world's falling apart. So it calls attention to how bad things are. So the U.S. government has an interest, Wall Street, the politicians, to keep the price suppressed.
Wall Street doesn't want you going down to a coin dealer buying gold and silver coins. They want to sell you paper. The government wants to sell you paper. So I would say it's the government and Wall Street.
Gold in the hands of people is the way you control government. Governments cannot create money out of thin air. If it's gold, they can only create paper out of thin air. And if they can create paper out of thin air, they can use that paper to wage wars, or they can use that paper as a political contrivance to enrich their friends. And as a consequence, governments have been fighting gold all century long.
Here are 3 requirements for a successful company: perfect timing, perfect product, perfect business model. We've got all 3 here at ACM. Statements from expert Dr. Ron Paul, a congressman, that says inflation is a very simple concept to understand. More money, what? Equals less value. The author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, he says silver may be the best possible way to build wealth. What's interesting is these quotes are at least 20 years old, but they're probably truer today than ever before. So let's talk reasons why ACM is so timely. Number 1, global uncertainty. If you would agree that there is some global uncertainty, put some ones in the chat. It pretty much dictates the necessity of a stable store value. Not only that, inflation is clearly winning this war. It's not getting any better. It's only getting worse. What do you think the Bluebell ice cream will cost another 3 to 5 years from now? Globally, the housing market has been severely affected. Grocery prices, not sustainable. Central banks, they're all printing money at unprecedented rates. Paper currency, whether you believe it or not, it is going digital. And you've got BRICS and you've got Fed now. These are lasting effects of COVID, which has severely affected supply chains. Now, guess what? These are not opinions. These are facts, regardless of one's political views, nationality, or religion. So let's talk why precious metals. One, it holds real tangible value, and it's time tested, and it hedges against inflation. It's easily explainable. Even children know that it's good to have gold and silver. It's pretty stable during times of uncertainty, like right now, and it is by far the best product to be garage qualified. Success leaves clues. Here's a clue from CNN, December 16, 2023. Costco's hottest item isn't rotisserie chicken. It's been replaced by $2,000 gold bars. Think about that for a moment. And they had a limit. You couldn't buy more than 3. That's a clue. Here's another clue. U.S. global investors. Central banks are buying gold at record pace so far in 2023. Consumers are putting their money in the banks, and the banks are buying GOLD. What do you think is going to happen in 2024? They're going to break another record. Here's another clue. States where gold and silver have become legal tender. If you look over to the right, Louisiana, Utah, Texas have passed legislation recognizing gold and silver as legal tender, a move that allows citizens to make transactions using precious metals in place of cash. There are other states that have passed this exact same legislation. These are clues. So let's talk about the at-cost model, business model. We've developed relationships with the largest market makers in bullion and numismatics coin, 4th and 5th largest in this space. We own all of our networking software, so we don't outsource anything. We're not going to charge you a monthly fee for the website. You get it for free. And we sell precious metal bullion at cost to our members. And we're going to pay everyday ordinary people, regardless of race, gender, religion, education, or background, to simply share their membership experience with others. We can manage, we can anticipate the growth, and it has to make sense for all parties involved. Let's talk more about the company. It's a brand new company. We just launched last night. Our soft launch just began just last night. Literally, we're hours into this launch. Hasn't been 24 hours yet. And you're right here at the intersection of choice and opportunity, where you can make a decision if you want to align yourself with an incredible company with very well seasoned owners and management. They have a background in this space. We're offering true at-cost pricing on precious metal and bullion. We have an incredible lucrative compensation plan with an incredible lucrative residual component that is fueled by numismatic coins. Let's talk about the for that exact same bar as Costco's, as well as other precious metals, but for less at cost. I'm talking about the American Eagle, the Buffalo, the Morgan, the Peace, the Canadian Maple Leafs, South African Cougar Rand, the generic bars and coins, the Engelhart, the Johnson Matthey, and so much more. You can check our website. Excuse me.
Antoine, are you okay? We're not hearing you.
Excuse me, 1 second. You'll be able to, losing my voice. You'll be able to check our website and you can compare pricing on our metals along with some of our competitors to see how our pricing compares. So what's the big deal? Dealer direct versus at cost. If you buy from a dealer, you are buying dealer direct, but that has no bearing on the price that you pay, but it rather refers to who sold you the metal. At cost means you pay the same price the dealer pays. So at the time the company put together this presentation, they did a price comparison on the most purchased coin in the world, which happens to be the single silver eagle. Some of our online retailers were priced at $31.01, $31.24. Some of our other competitors in this space, $29.90, $31.54. At cost metals, $26.48. That's a savings of anywhere from 12 to 18% on the exact same metal. So why would you pay 12 to 18% more on anything when you can get it for less? And then we have what's called the DAP vault. It's a digital and physical vault. It is the most powerful feature at cost metals. Why? Because it allows customers to buy precious metals incrementally. Don't miss this. You can buy as little as $1 worth, $5 worth, $20 worth. It's totally fine. Even $1 million worth of choice is yours. So the amount of metal you purchase is tracked to 0.001 of an ounce, and it's displayed on your metals page. This means you can accumulate the metal at your pace the way it should be. Now, all of the metal you purchase is yours and is physically held in the DAP vault. You can have it shipped or you can sell it with the click of one button. If you sell it, the cash will increase by the sell amount and it will show on your dashboard. You can withdraw those funds if you choose, or you can use it to purchase more metal. The choice is yours. Speaking of the vault, it's the most economical way to service our customers because this is a global business. We're talking about with the highest ranking vaulted company that's owned by the suppliers, the fourth and fifth largest in the world, utilizing class 3 state-of-the-art vaults. We're talking about constructed with impenetrable walls, internal barriers, all locks that require several methods of verified access before someone can even enter. The precious metals are held as bailment and not as deposit or consignment, offering protection of customers because assets cannot be seized to pay depository debts. Strict proven process to ensure customer precious metals deposits are secure. Investors' data is kept private to ensure discreet confidential treatment on all aspects of customers' accounts, also maintaining all the risks and insurance as well as additional policies, which covers acts of terrorism. Strict inventory control, real-time reporting available 24/7, expedient processing of shipments, fully insured delivery, international delivery, custom clearance. We're talking about the vaults where countries store pallets of their gold and silver. And if it's safe enough for countries to store their gold and silver, it's definitely safe enough for people like you and I. The cost of the vaulting is anywhere from 0.45 of the account value to 0.60 of the account value. Very, very affordable to store in that vault. What I just shared with you makes sense. Let's talk about how much is the membership and what are they going to pay everyday ordinary people like you and I if we decide to leverage this as a business and share our membership experience with others. First, I need you to understand this is 2024. Web 3.0, AI technology, every major company has some form of an affiliate model, whether you believe it or not. Target has an affiliate model. Amazon has an affiliate model. Even Walmart has an affiliate model where you can join Walmart, become an affiliate, sell their products online and make a commission. American Airlines has an affiliate model. So why not at cost metals? And our business model is so simple. If you choose to leverage the business component, even a caveman can do it. It's very, very simple. Think about it. The person that invited you here tonight, how hard are they working? If you can do what the person is doing that invited you here, you can have major success in this business. Just do a lot of it. We get good at getting people under the spout where the information comes out. And we're looking for people who are looking for what we have to offer. Let's talk about our membership. The best choice is the Metals Plus package. It's $399. What do you receive for that $399? Well, you're going to receive 18 months of unlimited cost pricing for physical precious metals bullion and access to specialty collectible products, access to the specialty DAP vault, the trading vault, okay, which is an additional $200 value. And you're going to receive 3 perfect MS graded numismatic silver coins like these. I have mine. 3 perfectly graded numismatic coin. We had a meeting here in the Dallas Metroplex in Frisco this past Friday, and anyone that purchased a Metals Plus package or had a Metals Plus package that showed up at that meeting, JD handed them their coins. So that's what you receive for the Metals Plus package. And then Our second membership offering is the metals package for $149. You will receive 12 months of unlimited at-cost pricing of physical precious metals bullion and access to specialty collectible products and access to the DAP trading vault, again, a $200 value. We also have our $75 Get Ahead monthly coin program where the company wants you to get ahead financially, trading a lie for the truth, a lie for the truth, fake money for real money. That's what we're doing here. It's an MS70, PR70, both perfectly graded numismatic silver coins, silver eagles, or other similar graded coins will be available for the shopping cart, as well as specialty bullion that will offer a more select variety of coins, rounds, and bars from around the world below typical retail. And it's another great way to broaden your horizon in this precious metals space. Let's talk about a compensation plan. We have a binary comp plan. Bi means two. You're going to have a left team and a right team. Every time a metals package is purchased, there's going to be a direct bonus payout as well as points that will fuel the binary tree. Okay. So for example, if someone chooses the metals package for $149, it pays out a $25 direct bonus. Whoever directly introduced that member will earn that $25. And that's 30 points that will fuel that binary tree. Okay. On the Metals Plus package, it pays a $50 direct, and 100 points will fuel that binary tree. On the $75 Get Ahead monthly coin, that's 20 points that will fuel the tree. If someone chooses the specialty bullion, that's 1 to 50 points per coin that will fuel that tree. Okay. And then we have what's called a binary team cycle. When there's 500 points on your left team, 500 points on your right team, it's called a cycle, and it pays you a $500 cycle bonus. You may say, well, Antoine, where does the points come from? The specialty bullion, the $75 Get Ahead monthly coin, the Metals Plus package, the metals package. That's where the points come from. Okay. 500 points on your left team, 500 points on your right team pays you a $500 cycle bonus. And then we have a matching bonus, 10% match on personal referrals team cycles for affiliates ranked silver or gold. So if you are at least a silver and you personally directly introduce me, every time I cycle and I earn $500, you earn a 10% match. That's 50, 50, 50, 50 on all your personal directs. And then the company did something very different. We don't have a master distributor here at Cost Metal. That top position is called the pot of gold. And the company's going to take 50% of those commissions and split it equally amongst all those at the gold rank. So speaking of ranks, how many ranks do we have? And what is the requirement to get there? Well, we only have 3. We have affiliate, we have silver, and we have gold. Very simple. Affiliate, silver, gold. Affiliate, silver, gold. Affiliate, silver, gold. It's that simple. So what do you have to do to become affiliate? Let me give you a visual. This is you in the middle. You need 1 membership cell on your left team, 1 membership cell on your right team. And it doesn't matter which one. And they need to be active. And you need to be active. So what is the definition of being active? Active is someone that's ordering the $75 Get Ahead coin every single month, or you could order from the specialty bullion as long as you have a minimum of 20 points. You are active. Or you can make 1 membership sale. That's active. Okay? Trading fake money for real money. You need at least 20 points. And our coins have points associated with them in the specialty bullion. All right. So here's you in the middle, and you have 1 cell on the left, 1 cell on the right in the blue. Now you are an affiliate. We're all active. That means now in the 2-team cycle bonus, you can earn up to $2,000 max income for the week. $2,000 a week max income that you can earn to $2,000. That's $104,000 a year, and all you did was introduce 2 people. And if you're willing to do just a little bit more, the company will pay you a lot more. When you have 3 membership cells on your left, 3 membership cells on your right, and help one of them become an affiliate left, affiliate right out of those 6 that you personally introduce, now you are silver. You qualify for the 10% match on all 6. So anytime they cycle, you're earning that 50, 50, 50, but you can max out up to $10,000 per week in income. Did you hear me? Up to $10,000 per week in income for the week. And if you do a little bit more, the company will pay you a heck of a lot more. 6 membership cells on your left, 6 membership cells on your right. Help one of them become a silver on the left and right. You are now gold. You earn the 10% match on all your personal directs. You earn the share of the pot of gold, and you can earn up to $30,000 per week in income. 30,000 per week. That's more than 1.4 million a year, with a minimum of 12 people. And I don't believe you should ever make your minimums your maximums, but those are the requirements. And here we are. We just launched a few hours ago. There are people who are an affiliate, and they've already maxed out in 2,000 earning for the week. In a matter of hours, they maxed out in 2,000. There's some that have already maxed out at silver at 10,000 in income for the week. I'm talking about real income. They've already maxed out for the week in hours. And there are people who are maxed out at gold in hours of us just launching at Cost Metals. And if they can do it, you can do it. Some additional compensation information. Points begin to accumulate as soon as you are placed into the genealogy, and they can accumulate up to your max base rank, which means affiliate points can accumulate up to the 2,000 for the week, silver up to the 10,000 for the week, gold up to the 30,000 for the week. That cost means the price the dealer pays is the same price the members pay. Unused points, don't miss this, remain intact. They also do not reset after a cycle as long as what? You are active. As long as you're active. Now, let me give you an example. If you have 900 points on your left team and you have 700 points on your right team, well, 500 and 500 equals a $500 cycle bonus payout to you. But what about the remaining 400 points on your left and the remaining 200 points on your right? Well, that means unlimited levels down in that two-team structure on your right team, your left team, on your left team. Unlimited levels down. Anytime a Metals Plus package is purchased, which is 100 points, those points will count from the bottom of that tree all the way back up to you. So you had 400, somebody joins so many levels down, that's 100 points. Now you got 500 points on your left team. On your right, you have 200 points. So if someone buys a Metals Plus package, 3 of those memberships are purchased, those 300 points flow all the way back up to you, the top. So now you got 500 on your left, 500 on your right. It pays you another $500 cycle bonus. You didn't have to start all over again to earn the $500 because you stayed active and those points stayed. Did you hear me? They stayed. That's the beauty of being active. Pay period is Sunday a.m. to Saturday p.m. Eastern U.S. time. We compress on the direct and 10% when it's appropriate, 75% hard cap commissions to ensure the company stays open. Leadership in the field have input on the direction of the company, meaning we have a voice. This is our company. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the screen share. And yeah, I know we've maxed out. We're not quite. We got right at $4.99. So we're not quite. We haven't maxed out, not yet. But here's my point. You need to hear from a few people because what an incredible opportunity that we have. And this is a soft launch. And you're going to hear from our CEO that's going to explain to you exactly what a soft launch means. But I want you to hear from someone first before we do. And I'm going to ask if Terry would share with us what it means to be a part of this launch of At Cost Metals. Terry, let me see if we can get her unmuted. Doug, can you help me unmute Terry?
Absolutely. On it.
Thank you.
Hello, Antoine.
Yes, there you are.
Sorry about that. I was really listening to what you were saying. I was not paying attention to what you were asking. You know, listen, I didn't sleep last night, a little bit like you in Doha. I was so excited about what's happening here. Folks, you know, I've said this before on these Zooms. We are in, hold on, I'll start my video. They're just asking me to do that. I'm not sure that's a plus or not, but here we go. we are in the pioneering stage here, and I've used that word so many times. Pioneering, pioneering, pioneering. I've been in the industry for 27 plus years, and I thought I've seen it all. I haven't seen anything that comes close to this. You know, it's not about just being in the affiliate program. What you can do here in terms of fractional purchasing, having accumulation of gold and silver and precious metals, you know, really accelerating your retirement fund if you don't have one. There's so many things. I wake up every night and I think, okay, who needs this? There's really very few people that don't. And so start thinking of it, that single mom that is praying, praying, praying for something to come. You know, this is it. I am so grateful to Antoine. He happens to be my sponsor. How great is that? That's a wonderful thing. And to JD and Troy for what they put together here, folks. Do not miss this. Do not look back a year down the road and say, I wish I would have. The possibilities are just immense here. And I just want you to, you know, imagine what the possibilities are for you and your family and all those other people you're going to touch around the world, because this is a global platform. So take it, you know, the way that you want it to be. If you want to do the affiliate program, get involved now. If you want to accumulate gold and precious metals, it's here at the best possible price. And we just have a win-win. So that's what I have to say. I'm excited. So you know me, I'm not on script here. I'm just excited about what's going on. So thanks, Antoine. I appreciate it so much.
Awesome. Thank you so very much, Tara. We truly, truly appreciate you. You know, you did have a chance to fly here to Dallas to meet JD, meet myself. And you did that on your own dime and just made time to say, hey, let me take away from what I'm doing and let me meet these guys. So I definitely appreciate you for doing that. Want you to hear from another young lady that has just been fired up about what's going on. Tammy, if you don't mind, share with us what this means to you, Tammy, to launch at Cost Metals.
All right, can you hear me?
Sure can.
Awesome, guys. I slept 2 hours last night. That was it. So I'm just, you guys know, I came in, you know, just everything in me. And I have to just tell you guys, I'm so excited about this. And, you know, I've built a large organization before, and we're going to do it again. We're going to have the greatest organization ever. So I'm so excited just to be here. You know, I always say we're getting the band back together. I could not sleep last night. I laid down at 4:30. I woke back up at 6:30, and I'm like, I'm just over the moon. So thank you, Antoine, for
You're
believing in me.
welcome.
JD, if I know you hear me, thank you for believing in me. And to my team, thank you for always being there for me and believing in me. So I'm just, guys, we're going to crush 2024. We're going to be the biggest thing out there. So, you know, pull your bootstraps up. Let's pull your bootstraps up. Let's get to work and let's go crush it. And I wanted to tell you guys, we are having a Tuesdays with Tammy tomorrow. I will put the link in the chat box. It's at 1 o'clock Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. JD has been so gracious that he said that he would be on the call with us tomorrow as well. So if you have people in other countries in Europe, South Africa, any of those places, that's a great time for them to get on the call. So guys, just thank you so much. I'm over the moon. Let's go crush 2024.
Awesome. Thank you so very much, Tammy. Appreciate that. Guys, now I want you to hear from a gentleman that's really become a good friend to my wife and I. You know, we met him right at almost 4.5 years ago while I was in Vietnam, and just developed one incredible relationship. And now when I actually flew back to Dallas, he was one of the first people that I actually had a chance to have lunch with, break bread with, and my son was with us. And we just embraced, and we took pictures. My son took our pictures. We did selfies. But, you know, and then we've just continued to build upon that relationship. He's always done what he said he was going to do. I've never had an issue of him not paying in the 4.5 years I've worked with him. Just a great guy, great person. His character is amazing. And I'm just so appreciative to align myself with him, because I'm the type of guy, like some of the people here, that has been wine and dine and been flowing out to Dubai to see companies and see owners and meet with owners. Not just me, other people on this Zoom, they know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm going to tell you something. None of them hold a candle to this guy. There's no song and dance and pony show here. He's just going to tell you what's going on. He's just going to tell you what we're going to do and what's happening. And he will do what he says he's going to do. His heart is right. His heart is right. He has the right intentions. And that goes a long way when we're building a business long term. I don't know about for you, but for me, it's everything. So I want you to hear from our interim CEO, who's going to share with you the soft launch benefits and features of At Cost Metals, where we are today, and more importantly, where we're going. So I want you to hear from my good friend, the CEO and one of the co-founders of At Cost Metals, Mr. Justin Davis.
Thank you very much. Hope everyone is having a great day. We woke up first thing this morning, truly excited about everything that's happening. Antoine, thank you for those kind words. Terry, thank you for those kind words. I hope that this feels just that much more real as we continue to grow and pioneer what we're doing in terms of true at-cost metals, true at-cost bullion, a network marketing company that can pay you and you can hold your head up high and tell the world about it without any shame, without any pain, without any of the negative stuff that can sometimes come with a network marketing company. Our goal, and I talked about this a little bit Friday, for me personally, it's been a lifelong mission to elevate networking to the highest possible standards. And if you think back to the, not all of us are old enough to have been networking in the 80s, but we may remember what it was like. And then the 90s and 2000s, there is a lot that I have in store for this company, that we have in store for this company. A big portion of what we are trying to do comes from you, comes from the field, comes from the pain and suffering of the past. It comes from unfulfilled hopes and dreams, out of the pain of rug pulls and other nonsense going on in networking, to actually handing someone a 100-ounce bar of silver. And for the first time in their life, they hold something of pure value, tangible assets that will literally last forever and are designed to protect your family, right? So it's not who do you know that wants to buy precious metals. It's who do you know that doesn't know that they need precious metals, because that's a lot bigger market. So we'll do our job and continue to push this live, guys. We've got memberships just coming in every other minute, it seems like, and it's a dream come true. We're very happy at corporate. I want to again say thank you, and I'll go over some of these notes that we've got. So first of all, obviously memberships are available. We started last night at 7:00 p.m. and didn't even tell anybody, really. We did a handful. I sent out a couple of text messages so we could watch and monitor. And the site actually went down because of the traffic. It didn't have anything to do with our side. It was just the traffic was so much that the protection and security that we've got, there's something called a denial of service attack. And our hosting company wanted to make sure that someone wasn't trying to hack or trying to bring our site down. So they put the brakes on it and increased our threshold. And, I can't wait to check these numbers at the end of the week just to see exactly how fast we're climbing up the ranks. Will we ever be the #1 website in the world? No. But I tell you what, when you get up to top 200, really even top 50,000, that's amazing. But I think that we could definitely crack the top 500 before the end of the year. So really looking forward to that. So the memberships are there. There were no hiccups. Everything actually happened perfectly. The points flew up the tree, went up the tree. There's terms that you'll hear. Some people say business volume. Some people say qualification volume. We call them qual points or qualification or QV. But all of that's listed in the back office. So you sell a membership, you get the qualification points for that. The points also flow up the tree. And we're not going to take our foot off the gas, right? We've got a lot more to do, some color coding and other HTML, adding some more levels into the genealogy. But everything that we can do to make your job as an affiliate and your experience as a customer better, that's what we'll do. Okay, as long as it makes sense and we don't go backwards or go broke trying to make everything perfect, as long as we can just stay afloat and take this dream to the world, that's what we're going to do. So one new feature, something that we've always had kind of in the background, it's been on the comp plan document, the affiliate only. We got a lot of questions on that. So that is an option required by law for someone to be an affiliate without wanting to be a customer, so they can still be a part of that. It seems a little backwards and a little counterintuitive, but we'll have a lot of people that join as customers that have no intentions of being an affiliate, and then at some point in the future, inevitably they'll make referrals. That's our goal. But for those that want to be an affiliate without purchasing membership, that option is there and it's legally required. So we're happy to provide that and abide by the rules and regulations. That's what that is. So far, it's been less than 1% of the people joining as an affiliate only. That's okay. Just whatever makes sense for you and your family, that's what we want you to do. One other thing that we've added here just in the past few hours is the surcharging. So if you have precious metals at cost and someone mails in a check or does a wire transfer or an ACH payment, all of those options are actually less expensive than a typical debit card transaction. So we've added the surcharging in there so we can give more accurate price points and estimations based on what you send to your own at cost metals balance. So you buy a package or you just simply add funds to your account, that surcharge is visible, it's explained, and it's necessary because in order to sell a Silver Eagle for, let's just say $25, that's what the coin would cost, but there's also shipping. Vaulting would be a separate charge later if that's how you want to do it. But the payment processing is actually a pretty significant portion of it. And we do it at cost. It's not a profit center. We're not marking it up. But those are the numbers and we started doing that. So just be aware that that's on there. We are extending the $25 to hold a spot is what it's been called, but to join as a pre-member or a pre-affiliate, just while you get your situation. We want to make this opportunity available for everybody. So having that $25 extended, that was presented to us, made a lot of sense. Didn't require a whole lot of coding to make some slight adjustments to allow that to happen. And that's where we're at. So guys, I think the next biggest thing, the next thing that's going out, there's a few, but obviously the shopping cart. If someone is in dire need of precious metals right now, just put it in the chat. We'll whip up a quote, show you what it is. And once those funds are available, we can process that order. If you are really just trying to test the small orders, I would say hold off. But if you've got, a rollover or something that's time sensitive, or you want to buy a monster box or half a box or something like that, makes perfect sense. Just put it in the chat. Small orders, I would say it's okay just to hold tight because we're not actually counting against your time on the membership. So it's there, it's processed. We're going to make sure all of the software was accurate. It's working perfectly, but we still haven't started that 12 months or the 18 months yet. So you don't have to worry about that. Even though there's a timestamp on there, you can totally disregard that for now. Okay. So the shopping cart, there's more work to be done. We want it to be perfect. There's a few more items that we'll be adding. If you saw that email today, that is probably 99% of what everybody buys. Okay, 90% of it is on that at cost Bullion page. and then the specialty bullion at or below retail, normal average retail. So super powerful, guys. I'm so excited. I'm probably just going off on a tangent here. I know these times are so precious because we are learning about each other and learning more and more about what at cost will be. Okay, so I can definitely answer some questions. If someone has a specific question, just put it in the chat and we'll get it answered right now. But from the bottom of my heart, and Troy also says this all the time at corporate, and our leaders, we're all very happy to be a part of this. We're happy to take charge of the precious metals market here in the United States and around the world, and provide the best products at the best possible price at a time where it's needed. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you so much. Antoine,
Awesome,
back to
JD.
you,
I'm
sir.
going to cover a couple things real quick and just maybe ask a few quick questions. First of all, guys, in the back office on your dashboard, that's where you can see a lot of your personal referral information. I know some people say, but I can't see the whole genealogy tree. Technically, you don't necessarily need to see the whole genealogy tree at this moment. You need to be able to see what are the people doing that you directly enrolled, how many have they enrolled on their left, how many have they enrolled on their right, are they active, okay, and have they hit a rank? And that information you can see on your dashboard. If you're pulling the information up from your mobile phone, just click on the number to the left of the name, and a drop-down box will open up where you can see how many people they've introduced left, how many they introduced right, and you can see the information. So that information is there. It's on your front dashboard when you log in. Also, the $25 right now for people to get in position. JD, that's going to stay for how long now?
It's undetermined.
Okay, all right. So it's there until they decide it's going to go away. I'm not using it personally, but for those who want to use it, it's there until it goes away. I'm talking $3.99, $149 only. On the $149, can someone upgrade within 30 days, pay the difference?
We've talked about that. We want people to have the ability to upgrade. We've not have that button or feature created yet. We obviously had some bigger things. There's a small percentage of people that want to do that. Both memberships, obviously, at cost pricing for precious metals, and there will be numismatics available in the shopping cart. But just for the ease of conversation, we'll have that button in the future. It's not there yet,
right?
And we'll make that available, and be considerate of the time. Months from now, it'll be a 30-day window if someone wants to upgrade, but yeah, it's not there today. And
okay,
let me throw this one more thing in there, Antoine.
Yes.
It's about 60% of the people joining are coming in at the $3.99 Metals Plus package, 40%, or actually about 39.5% coming in at the $149, and then the affiliate only is making up about 0.5% of the people that are joining right now.
Awesome. Okay, and then I know some people are saying they're not getting the company email. That is probably more like a security setting on their side, JD, would you say?
It is. We've got so many emails flying around that some ISPs are blocking us, and it's kind of like, you have to put that fire out, but you don't know where it's going to pop up next because there's so many different ISPs out there. The main thing that you can do if you or someone in your group is add us to the safe senders and whitelisted email address. You can send an email to @CostMetals and just say, I'm adding you to the safe senders list, and that helps alleviate that. ISP companies are not very responsive to fixing something like this because eventually over time it fixes itself, but they're not in a big hurry to help us get that corrected. So
awesome. Another question that I know that has come up, people are wondering, will they have their own website, their own @Cost Metals website? Or is it just going to be the @Cost Metals site and you just have your referral ID?
Eventually, it will be a self-replicated site, and we'll also have marketing, a built-in marketing system, a marketing funnel. All of these things will be available in the future, and they'll be seamless.
Okay. And
Eventually.
the vaults, will you list those vaults in terms of where they are, where they're located? I know that there's some you needed to kind of remove out, kind of clean up the list a little bit. How quickly do you think we'll get that list up on the site?
Very, very soon. I posted that list maybe 2 weeks ago. Just to give you an example, it's over 100 countries.
Okay.
Right. So some of those vaults, the neighboring countries can tag team it. It's kind of like NAFTA, where Canada, US, Mexico can do free trade with each other. So they are strategically located around the world, and they will be, best case scenario. And what we're talking about now is coin of the month will ship from the vault in that country, regardless if you vault there or not. So
Okay, and that's a good point that you bring, because I was going right there. So would you say for someone that's in that country where that metal needs to go to that vault supplier, and then that vault supplier would then service the members in that area, what is that number, that magic number that we need to build up that membership base in that market where it makes business sense to support the market by getting those metals to that vault supplier?
Sure.
May not have that answer
I
yet,
don't think we have a magic number, but obviously, and just like any business, the more business you have there, the more sense it makes, the more efficient everything is. So if there's one customer there, it's effectively very expensive, and if there's 10,000 or 20,000 customers in that country, everything becomes very quick and very, very fast.
So guys, I want to point this out. Remember, this is the soft launch. And so we've taken this 747 that's filled with first class ticket passengers because of the timing of us getting involved, right? We all have a first class ticket on this plane, but we're taxiing to the runway, getting ready to take off. So that means if you got some members in another market and we only have a handful, we need to grow that market where it makes sense for the company to then send bulk shipment to the bulk supplier, who can then service those members at that point. So don't get upset if you got 1 or 2 or 3 members in a particular market and they're not getting their metals. It's only 2 or 3 people. We need to build up that market. Remember, it takes leaders with vision to help people with dreams. So we need to build up that market where it makes sense for the company to then bulk ship to that bulk supplier. Okay. We're in the infancy stages now. Remember that, guys. This is a business. All right. Keep that in mind. So let's see. Any other key things that we need to highlight?
I've got information. So KYC, as we progress into the the completion of the pre-launch and move through the soft launch, KYC will be a requirement, more than what we've got now. If you're not buying a lot of metal, you're not money laundering, but it is a critical component to what we do. We've got to make sure, because we're networking, we're precious metals, all of the different things where, that we have a lot of eyes on us, which is fine, because we want everything to be upfront and open and transparent. But the KYC is coming on that. So be prepared for that. One other option is, or one other feature, I should say, is a card. So hopefully tomorrow afternoon we'll make an announcement for the commission withdrawals. So it would be anything in the ACM balance that you've not used is available for withdrawal, even if you just sent it an hour ago.
Wow. Okay. I've seen a lot of questions. LLC allowed for. Okay. Yep. LLC is allowed. The vault, we've already addressed that. That information will be out. So if you want to know where the vaults are, that information will be out. So some of the questions that I see, we've kind of already covered that. It will be out. Oh, there was one other thing, JD, that I'm looking here. I'm going through, brother. Thank you. And I see Troy on here.
Yes, he's got his hand raised.
Yeah, so I'm going to allow Troy just to speak, guys. Some of you have seen and have heard from the other founder at Cost Metal. I mean, he is a very intricate part and role here. He is the founder. I want you to hear from him, and hopefully he is in position to speak. Mr. Troy LeCaux. Troy, the other founder of Cost Metal. If you're available, please share with us, Troy.
Hello, hello.
There he is. Hello.
Hi guys, man. I am so excited. I know Justin's kind of monotone, but boy, we were screaming yesterday. You know, we're kind of both burnt to the crisp. But thank you guys so much. You know, there was one thing earlier. Justin came back and said a lot of the stuff, but you always ignore my hand. That's all right. Yeah, on the things with the email, since we're having issues with so many ISPs for whatever reason, what we're going to do is we're going to open up a communications section. So if there are any communications that go out, you can go into your back office and you'll see the latest communication. So if you check that often, you'll be able to have all of the communications that everyone else is getting. And I thought that was important. It's not a big deal, but it's important for these people who, because a lot of our tickets we get in say that they're not getting emails and stuff. So we are in trying to get that worked out, you know, with the ISPs. But one of the ways we can absolutely make sure that you guys can all see the communications is we'll open up something in the back office. So whenever we do have a communication, you'll see what it is by clicking on a link or whatever the date. But as far as everything else, guys, like JD said, a lot of the integration stuff, the KYC, the shipping, you know, we call it a soft launch because we never want to open before we're complete. But for people like you, Antoine, and Tammy, and you know, all you leaders out there, Daryl, you know, I could sit here and go through the list, you know, 99.9% of the people on this call. It's really, if we're in the position to be able to offer the memberships, get out the coins, make some, you know, do some of the purchases. It might be a little antiquated right now or whatever, where we have to do a little bit more. It's not totally hands off. We just thought, you know, JD and I just thought that it's time for you guys to be rewarded. You guys have been working for months now, right? And it's time. So soft launch is open. We're moving to the next level. And as you said, it's all coming in pieces. And you guys are going to be extremely excited with the end product. But in the process, you guys can do business. So thank you for hanging in with us, guys. Today's a huge day for us, you know, and we're just glad you're part of it. And thank you, Antoine, for what you do. You're awesome, bro.
No, we thank you, Troy. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing. This means a lot to the ACM family. We know that this is going to be, you know, life-changing to so many people, not just for people who are working the business, but for people who are making transactions, who are trading the fake money for real money. That's an impact on their life when they can really have real money for their grandkids and their great-grandkids as opposed to fiat. This is a big, big deal of what we're able to do. So guys, keep in mind too on the points, the personal points, all right? If you are a customer and you just want to be a customer, remember you have to be a member. There's no such thing as a customer without a member. Everyone is a member that wants to buy precious metals. You have to be a member. And if you don't plan on working the business, you don't have to worry about the $75 get ahead monthly coin. You just buy metal when you want. You can buy from the at cost or you can buy from the specialty bullion. the choice is yours. The 75 get ahead monthly coin is for people who wants to be actively working the business, or making sure you have at least 20 points. And that's what that QV is there. You need 20 points a month. And anything above and beyond the 20 points, I'll let JD address that so I don't say something wrong. Anything that you do personally above your 20 points, JD, what happens?
That would go to your own weaker leg, but that's referring to specialty bullion.
Yes.
So it wouldn't be 2 memberships. Those points already go up the tree, so it wouldn't double up. And
Right.
Antoine, I don't want to stop your flow there, but I have one more thing to add just before you close out the call. I got one more thing to add in here. Are you?
Go ahead. We're closing it out, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. There are a ton of people behind the scenes that provide input from the field that have their eyes on at-cost metals, and with perfect intentions just want this thing to grow and succeed. So I need to give a very warm, heartfelt thank you and shout out to Johnny Spears. So Johnny he has not been feeling well, but he is back home, and we want to say thank you, Johnny, when you see this.
Yes.
And that we love you, and we appreciate all that you've done, all that you're doing, and all that you continue to do. Johnny and I have been friends for a long time, 8, 9 years, 10 years. I'm not even sure how long it's been. And Troy. So the conversations are numerous that we've had about precious metals, and he's been not feeling well, going through some health issues, and but he has never stopped working at cost. He's never stopped growing, and so special shout out to you, John. Thank you so much for what you do.
Absolutely.
Shout out to you, Johnny. Shout out to you, brother. Okay, guys, here we are. The next phase, log into your back office, buy your membership. If you have funds that you've already put there on your dashboard, you still have to log in and click on membership to make the purchase of the membership. The company's not automatically taking the funds that you already have there. No, you have to go and make the purchase. So you log in, you click on buy membership, and you select the membership that you want. So guys, this concludes our Zoom. We have this Power Zoom every Monday, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to rock and roll. I'm going to add more Zooms, so stay tuned in the Telegram channel for information on that, on the date and time of those Zooms. Yes, sir, JD.
Yep. Just wanted you guys to know they'll be shipping out very soon. Appreciate you guys. So excited. There he is.
Yes.
All right. Love you guys. Appreciate it.
Excellent. Thank
See you
you.
guys.
Thanks again, Troy.